What is a club in any case? It's not the buildings, it's not the directors, or the people that are paid to represent it. It's not the television contracts, get-out clauses, marketing departments, or executive boxes. It's the noise, the passion, the feeling of belonging, the pride in your city. It's a small boy clambering up stadium steps for the very first time, gripping his father's hand, groping at that hallowed stretch of turf beneath him, and without being able to do a thing about it, falling in love.
Newcastle has waited too long for a day like this. Generations of Geordies have never seen the like. Heartache is all many fans have ever known. Until now. On March the 16th, Eddie Howe's Newcastle United beat Liverpool at Wembley to win the Carabao Cup final. It was the first time the club had won a trophy in 56 years, the first major domestic trophy for 70 years. And just under a fortnight after their long-awaited Wembley triumph, the city of Newcastle came out to celebrate.
I feel so happy. I just want to see that all over again.
Up the marks, come on!
I've never known anything like it in my lifetime, ever, and it's just amazing to be part of the atmosphere. It's absolutely amazing. And Newcastle's come together as a really great city.
My friend practice here. I wasn't going to come, but I'm here, and I'll never forget it, ever. Amazing.
Buzzing to be part of it, waited years for this. Love it, absolutely love it. Can't beat being a Geordie, can you?
I was on my granddad's shoulders outside the central station, and I remember it to this day. I'm 75 now, and it's just reliving all those memories of the family and what it means.
I felt proper euphoric. It felt like I witnessed history. First time we've won the cup in ages. Come on, Newcastle.
We took the wing, so you've got to sing. We are Geordie, super Geordies, we'll take the win. Come on, Geordie, super Geordie, Eddie is our king.
The open-top bus and the shining trophy is one of English football's most enduring images, but it was never Newcastle United's image until now. Winning the 2025 League Cup brought fans onto the streets in the tens of thousands, an emotional release 7 decades in the making. For Christine Colling from Bishop Auckland, today brought back memories of her late husband, Malcolm. The two of them used to go to St James's Park together before he died.
Yeah, he did love Newcastle, he did, yes. And, it was a long journey in those days to come to see the football match, but, we did it because we wanted to. They would have loved it. And my dad and brother would have loved it. We would have all been here, all of them. I didn't know whether I would come, but they wanted me to come. Built everything up for me. It's good. Yes, I have a good family, yes.
For others, this has been a pilgrimage of a different sort. Jungmin Lee's been a Newcastle United fan for 20 years. He's the chair of the South Korea Supporters Club and knew he had to be at St James's Park.
Most of Koreans will follow Tottenham, which we have a superstar over there, but I have over 20 years of following this team. It started from a very long time, like when the days of Alan Shearer was here. But now, it's a big chance for us to celebrate our success. So, here I am. I had to negotiate my wife, but I managed to pull it off.
With no silverware to celebrate, he fell in love with the city and its people.
Yeah, I started off to just finding out a big player like Alan Shearer, but as I found more and more about the city, more about the history, the club, I call myself a adopted Geordie now. Yeah, it's costing me a fortune, but I'm leaving tomorrow. So this is a one and only sole reason that I visit UK this time. So I'm gonna have a great time today. Nobody can stop me here.
Geordie royalty was present on this glorious day for the Geordie nation.
There's Murphy with the cup just behind us. Don't you drop that, mind! Don't you drop that! Don't even joke about it!
Who better than ITV's Ant and Dec to live the moment with the black and white heroes on the bus?
How does this feel?
Unbelievable! Oh my God! There's not too many words to describe this. Even looking out the front, seeing the people we haven't even got to yet. Amazing.
As a Newcastle fan yourself, you know exactly how much this means to these people, don't you?
I do, yeah. But to be a player that's involved in it, I didn't think that would happen. And it has, and I
love it! Here we are with the gaffer. Wow, what a day!
Unbelievable. I didn't know what to expect today. Obviously hoping for a
few people to turn out.
Something really special, and hoping the weather was good, but this is incredible. Absolutely mind-blowing.
It's been a long wait for a lot of people to get a trophy, to be able to do this open top parade. You can just see how much it means, Connie, to the people in Newcastle.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. I expected, as you say, like a few people to hoped a few people would turn up, but this is something else. You've got people hanging from lampposts, out of buildings. I hope everyone's all right.
I know
stays healthy.
There's a few questionable bus stops that people are standing on. Please be careful if you get on a bus stop. Did you see the massive flag of you on the hotel? What did you make of that?
It was very emotional, actually. When when people take to you, you never know when you go to a new club if people will understand your character. And I am who I am, but the people have been absolutely brilliant. I can't thank everyone enough from Newcastle and the way they've embraced me and my family, and I'm just glad to have given them some joy.
Oh, you've given them lots of joy.
You've done more than that. It's absolutely incredible. Thank you. Listen,
guys.
enjoy it.
And thanks for you two to be here. It means so much to us, so thank you.
It's very kind of you.
We wouldn't have missed it.
Competition winner. It's amazing. I love it.
Captain.
Wow. I was not expecting that, I swear. What a feeling, See many people happy like that. Even my best dreams, I could not wait for this. No words. Wow. We deserve this. These seats deserve this.
You did it. You brought the cup to Newcastle.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I think everyone here deserves it. Like I said in the final, when I first signed for the club, I said I want to put my name in the club history.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling this now. I'm feeling... I don't know, I'm feeling the best player in the world now.
Listen, enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Have a great time. Thank you.
We love it.
Oh, we love Bruno. Oh, Bruno.
For some, this is actually nothing new. It just took a little longer to come around again than they expected.
It's a lot of games here.
John Beebe is 96 and a season ticket holder. He was there for the previous parade.
Is it busier than the last time?
I think so, yeah. In the 50s, I mean, big crowds then, I've seen them on even the first cup. As long as people turn out to see them, even though they get beaten, It's marvellous. Once in a lifetime. I might never see it again.
John's one of 4 generations of the same family here to see the chaos and celebration.
It's just lovely to be able to come with Dad and actually enjoy it with him, because I don't know how long this is going to last or, if he's ever going to get a chance to see this again. So it's just amazing that we can come down. The whole family's here.
It's so nice to watch my granddad be able to experience this. It's really nice. Oh, I'm so proud of him.
I'm from Goa in India. Plane yesterday to Manchester Airport, overnight in Manchester to be part of this with my dad.
What do you think, John? Did you get a good view?
It was better than the 50s because there's more action, people are not about.
And so the great parade came and went. Some started their journeys home. Others followed the team to the Town Moor.
Armada.
How was that? That was like one of the greatest things I've ever done in my life. I'll see you in a minute.
They'd follow them anywhere. But wherever people were heading, it was a moment to reflect on the end of a long journey.
Home with the FA Cup are the Wembley Heroes, and crowds packed the streets of Newcastle to give the team a real hero's welcome.
It's been a long time since open-top buses were needed on Tyneside. 70 years since the last major domestic trophy, the 1955 FA Cup. Then there was Bob Moncur's team, who won the 1969 Fairs Cup. Since then, moments and opportunities, the occasional cup final, but nothing to show for it. There were heroes and legends who would have loved it if they won. But it never happened.
I don't think anyone nationally would deny that they were a massive club, but they're a massively failing one.
For years, we have been the little boy with his nose pressed up against the window of the tuck shop, looking inside at all the goodies.
At a stroke, the takeover changed that. When you have people like Amanda Staveley, the former co-owner, who came in within the first week and said, we want to win the lot, the whole feel of the football club changed when the takeover happened.
When you first arrived at Newcastle, was it a club that was ready to win?
No, it wasn't a club that was ready to win. Definitely not. But it was a club with a huge amount of potential.
The fans were definitely ready to win. And that was
yes.
So obvious. When we, I talk about that a lot, when we walked into St James's, we got that feeling of, everything just lit up. I got goosebumps.
2 years ago, Eddie Howe's post-takeover Magpies reached a cup final against Manchester United, but history repeated itself. Newcastle United just never won.
I think the trophy drought weighed on fans and players' shoulders more in the more recent cup final that we got to. I think we kind of learned from that.
Then came March the 16th, 2025, the day it all changed. Another Carabao Cup final against Liverpool, the best team in the land. Big favourites. But Eddie Howe had big plans. Newcastle gave a big performance. The Magpies had big Dan Burn.
For me, it was a Rocky moment. I mean, it was as good as Stallone and Rocky. I mean, that was impossible. And it was impossible because it was fiction. But this was for real.
This is his boyhood team. He's from Newcastle. It means more that he opened the scoring for us was just an incredible moment of romance.
It was boys' own stuff. It was so wonderful that football still in the modern era can still throw up those fairy tales. Local lad scores the first goal for Newcastle United at Wembley for 25 years.
Hard to top that moment, but the top scorer wanted his name in the history books. Alexander Isak, 2-0. Newcastle dominated Liverpool, the Premier League's finest, but there was a goal back and injury time that felt like it would never end.
This is just so Newcastle, this is so Newcastle. Please don't. I know the players on the pitch can't do another 30 minutes. I can't do another 30 minutes.
I think that made the victory even sweeter, because if Newcastle had just cruised to a 2-0 win, it would have been the most un-Newcastle-like thing to do.
That was tough.
Yeah, I mean, that was big extra time there. I was like, oh God. I didn't sit down. I watched that whole game standing up.
But then it happened. The final whistle. The end of the journey. The end of waiting and wanting. Newcastle United won the cup.
It was so amazing when that final whistle went. But we were there as fans. Our son was there, and he was crying tears of joy.
We saw it on everybody's face, in everybody's tears, all the hugs and the kisses, and I felt very privileged to be, Warmansey that day.
I was stunned. Really lost for words, but I was then, and I just found myself gazing out at the supporters really, and the scenes of celebration. I thought of my father-in-law who passed away just before Christmas, who was a huge Newcastle United supporter. He would have absolutely have loved Sunday, and there was a lot of sadness all of a sudden, feeling the loss, but I sort of felt him with me. It's really strange. I wrote that in the paper, and so many people that I've spoken to since said that is the sort of emotion that they had.
We're not just Carabao Cup champions, but we did it in style.
They deserve it more than anybody. And thank you, from us, for making us feel part of that very special Newcastle family.
And the team I love so much are spraying champagne all over the pitch, are holding a trophy up, and you just can't really, I'm emotional now, I can't overstate how important it was, how amazing it was. It was just an incredible moment.
A moment relived on the city's Town Moor. They gathered in their tens of thousands, and for every one of them, this was a game worth reliving. Knowing what happened in the end made those last few minutes easier to watch, because the happy ending's in the history books.
70 years to win a trophy, and look at this. You'll never see this in any other town, city in England, ever.
Brilliant, paid off, brilliant Newcastle.
My dad's almost 50 now, and he's never seen anyone Newcastle won anything. There's 70 years, once in a lifetime.
Unbelievable moment, something I've lived for all my life, being a Newcastle fan. Sadly my dad passed away and didn't get to see us lift a trophy, and I think it's the same for a number of generations across the city.
Do you remember what you felt in the moment when you saw that live?
My dad crying, really. That's all I remember, my dad crying. It was surreal, really. It didn't feel real, but we actually win a trophy.
Newcastle United fans have seen some of the biggest names in football pull on the shirt. So many superstars came and went without winning silverware. But this is a club that feels its own history deeply. They've built statues for men who didn't win a thing. The fans always treasured their heroes, because for so long, the heroes were all they had.
I'm honoured that they asked me to come back and be joining the celebrations, because I was there at Wembley when they won it. In '96 we should have won the league, and we should have brought this here to these people. But to feel the emotion and the joy that everybody felt at Wembley, I couldn't wait to be here today.
As every year went by, all of a sudden the First Cup became bigger and bigger, and now the Carabao Cup, the lads have won that, and they've won it. Is there a tiny bit of envy?
Oh yeah, of course, without a shadow of a doubt, because as I said, we would love to have done it ourselves, but we weren't able to. But it's never ever, you've never stopped wanting them to win something. I think there's envy, but there's no jealousy.
A lot of people tell me they did nothing else but cry after the final. I actually didn't cry. I was just so delighted. I wasn't going to cry, but I think there's loads of people say I was crying for hours about Newcastle United winning a trophy. Me, I'm an old pro, and I just think it's just great to win a cup, and I'm no longer the last one to pick up a cup, so it puts a bit of pressure off me.
This was the kind of occasion that proves even record goal scorers aren't immune from the emotion of it all.
We could get used to this, couldn't we? I said I was going to party heavier than anyone. I think I did. I don't know where I am, what time it is, what day it is. The last 2 weeks have just been probably the best of my life, and that Sunday at Wembley, it's what we've all wanted and what we all waited for so long.
What would your dad have made of this as well today?
Unfortunately my dad passed away last May. He was lucky enough to be there at the '69 final. I just wish he would have hung on for one more year just to see and sample this. But he would have been watching up above, and he would have been as proud as I was.
But this club, who loves to celebrate its legends, now has new names to sing.
You got friends, family, school friends, aunts, uncles. Everyone was in that crowd today. You were looking out for them.
No, yeah, everyone. Said families here. Got my kids here, my parents, nieces, nephews, a lot. So it's just nice that I get to share this with them. I think don't get us wrong, an amazing moment for me. But just seeing sort of how happy we have made the region. I think that's probably the special bit.
A man who's known for a beaming smile. Today, how special was today?
Oh, it's unbelievable. You think the crowd's going to end, and it was just never ending. And so many people come out to show their appreciation, and we always knew it was a special moment for the city when we won the cup, and to see the scenes today was incredible.
There's always emotion, I think, when you're in this city. Thankfully, the emotion at the moment is positive. And we wanted to recognise that. We wanted to show the people that their passion is matched by ours, and it means a lot to be involved with this football club.
It was a day for families, especially the players' loved ones who've shared the highs and given love and support during the lows.
Okay, Ros, you look the picture of pride.
just amazing.
We are,
like,
we're really proud.
We're just, it's like, even just looking at the screens and all the people out there, it's just absolutely fantastic to be part of it, and have your son and your husband up there. It's just fantastic. It's amazing.
Mr. Livramento, what's it like to be part of today and know that your son's on that bus?
It's a pinch yourself moment. It's pretty unbelievable to be there. I just feel so proud of him and so proud that he's part of this whole what's going on in Newcastle at the moment. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It's a day to pinch yourselves, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's always, we always see him as Dan and not as a footballer. But at this point in time, we're really proud of him, not just as Dan, but as a footballer at Newcastle. It's amazing.
It's been an incredible experience coming from the south, being a Londoner myself, and coming into the North East. We didn't really know what to expect. We knew Newcastle was a huge club, but we just had no idea about the warmth of the city and the people up here.
And some the Dr. Gibbses, and some saw the infirmary, the men the broken ribs. Says, don't me lads, you should have seen us gunning. We're passing the folks along the road, just as they were standing. And all the lads and lasses there, and all the smiling faces, gan along the Scots Road to see the bleeding races.
Don't you know, pump it up, Newcastle's won the cup. That's the soundbite I needed. Pinching yourself?
I mean, today's just been like a dream. A dream. Lost my voice again.
It's just been incredible going through the streets of Newcastle to see that. We were lucky enough to be on the top of the bus there interviewing the players on the way. It was mind-blowing.
The club texted us a couple of days after the win and said, if we were going to do something, would you be interested? He hadn't even finished the text. I just went, yes, hell yes. Can you please make a lifelong dream come true? And we start a chant together.
Let's start a chant.
Should we do it? Tune, 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 tune. Get it, lads!
That's the first time it's ever worked. Newcastle, please welcome to the stage the winners of the 2025 Carabao Cup, Newcastle United!
They went from local heroes to legends. This was the team that changed everything for Newcastle United.
He's from Blind. You'll never ever beat Dunbar.
Can we talk about the goal?
Yeah, absolutely.
When that ball comes over,
yeah,
and McAllister stood there,
yeah,
it was like me marking you.
No, he stood no chance, really, did he?
What was going through your head?
Head it as hard as you can. No, I think it was just one of them. I'll probably never ever do that again, but I've saved it for a special occasion. And as soon as I headed it, I knew it was in, and it was just a shame it was at the Liverpool end because I didn't know what to do when I celebrate.
Just had to find some of the lads to celebrate.
I just had to find someone, so Willisula was straight in front of us, so I ran straight for him.
Where's Isak?
Alexander Isak!
We love you guys. And we especially love players who come to Newcastle United and try the Geordie dialect and try to speak like a Geordie. I've heard you on Instagram do a couple of things. Give us your best Geordie to this crowd today.
Aye. Ari, walk it.
That'll do me. Eddie, since the win at Wembley, you yourself have been awarded the freedom of the city of Newcastle. How did you hear about it and how did you feel? Thoroughly deserved, right?
Well, yeah, I got a text message and it was mind-blowing. I didn't expect it, and it's an incredible honour, one that I'll take very gratefully. It means a lot to me and my family. I think we're going to walk some sheep through the Town Moor soon, so...
And black and white cows, yeah?
In black and white cows, so I'm looking forward to doing that.
One tantalising question for the tens of thousands of fans is what next? Where can Newcastle United go from here?
I think it changes everything. Getting the first trophy was always going to be the most important one. I think whatever happens after this, no matter what trophies they win, this one, the first domestic one for 70 years, this will always hold a really special place in folklore, but it has to be the start. I think you could go on to see Newcastle becoming regular competitors in the Champions League. I think eventually in the next 5 to 10 years they'll be competing for the Premier League title, and I think they'll be competing for silver every season, and that's just not a Newcastle United we've seen before.
Jonathan!
Who's next?
The bit where the rest of the country smile at us and say, you're failures. You're not a big club. You think you're a big club, but you're not a big club. You're failures. You've won nothing. They can't say that anymore about Newcastle.
Now we're winners. We're winners, and that is a massive identity shift. We weren't winners for a very long time. We won games. We didn't win the Premier League. We didn't win cups. We've broken the drought. The duck's off our back. We can move on from this and win other things.
I mean, literally, there is no ceiling. I know the aspirations that the current ownership have, so we're going to watch and see, but I don't see a ceiling.
I mean, I've said it before, they will win the league, they will win all of those. It may take a bit of time.
A couple of drinks. At the time I said, oh my God, what are you saying? But, you know, at least you got one box ticked.
I got one box ticked.
I wasn't going to retire and I wasn't going to die until Newcastle United won a cup. And now they have, I think it's going to open up a whole new world, and I'm actually getting organised my 100th birthday party because I'll still be here watching Newcastle win things all the way through.
Who knows how many celebrations will need to be planned? But then again, this is the city with a reputation for knowing how to throw a party, and there was never going to be a bigger night than this for the Geordie faithful.
We've had a bit of time to get used to the idea of actually winning a cup in our lifetime. So to do something like this is with a bus top tour and then hundreds of thousands of people moving on to the Town Moor. You can see St James's in the background if you look far enough. It's just fantastic. They've done it really well.
I think the identity of the club just becomes, for so long, about not winning and like, will we do it, will we not? Is it just fun playing games? But now I don't really know what the next step is. I don't really know what identity is anymore. We've kind of done it.
One of Newcastle United's favourite sons once promised the faithful that one day the stars would align and they would get everything they'd always wanted.
As they were standing, all the lads and lasses there, all the smiling faces, gone along the Scotswood Road to see the blading races. We went to blading races, it was on the 9th of June 1862 on a summer's afternoon. We took the bus from Bamborough, she was heavy laden. Away we went along Collingwood Street, let's on the world to blading. Oh, me lads, you should have seen what's gathered, passing the folks along the road just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there, all the smiling faces, gone along the Scotswood Road to see the blading races.